I actually grew up in choir. So I was like singing hella early. So that was like my main thing. I always wanted to pick up an instrument, but like it just never happened for me. I was just like mainly just into like just writing melodies and singing and like rapping and all that. The very first stuff I wrote, so I was singing before, but the very first stuff I wrote were like rap and hella influenced by Eminem. So it was just like super dark shit that made no sense. Like, I'm in your closet, about to, like, it's just like very dark horrorcore rap. That's like how I started, but then having the intricate rhymes and stuff, just kind of copying like what Eminem was doing. And then later on, I was like, okay, if this is actually gonna work and be real, you gotta write stuff that's actually real to you and stuff. So that's when I started like, telling stories and, So I grew up in Atlanta. So Outkast is like a massive influence, especially the album Love Below, Speakerboxxx Love Below, but Love Below especially because it's like Andre 3000, who's a rapper, but for a full album he's singing love songs, and it's just like that just blew my mind, especially coming from someone who loved melody and wanted to sing, but was also like in love with rap music at the same time. So when I saw him doing that, I was just like, okay, I can actually kind of move in that direction and sort of be a singer-song rapper, whatever you call it. So that off top, and then Eminem was just like massive. So just like what he did lyrically and all that was like all me. I was just sitting in my room, taking it all in. And even Relapse, like I know a lot of people don't like Relapse, but like when I heard that, like, and how insane and dark it was. Like, I remember going to school, being in a bus and rapping the song "Insane" to people, and just like the look on people's faces when you're like, I was born with a dick in my brain, yeah, fucked in the head. My stepfather said that I sucked in the bed. Like, that shit is so dark that like when I heard it, it was literally the only thing I could like recite, and that album, that whole thing. So that was a major influence too. Along the line, I got super into like just internet music and stuff that I found. I really like James Blake, Torre Moi. I really like No Such Thing, and he actually, like when I moved out to LA, he became a homie, which is tight. And yeah, just started like expanding my horizons and stuff. Yeah, so I've been working with Michael Elizondo on my upcoming music, and he's kind of like this producer who is kind of a producer and a mentor, but he worked on like a lot of it's kind of come full circle because he worked on like a lot of the early Eminem stuff, the Dr. Dre and Eminem, like that whole camp. He was kind of there playing bass. So it's crazy. And he had like a heavy-handed Relapse, which is like one of my favorite Eminem albums. So it's crazy. Now we're working together to like on my album, which is going to be my debut. My new music, new album's going to come soon. And you can find all the new music and everything on my website, dayejack.com. Follow me on Twitter @Daye Jack, on Instagram @It's Daye Jack, on Snapchat. There's a lot of cool stuff on there @It's Daye Jack, and yeah.